as a union, like basically like a union.
Absolutely.
Right, and we put it together and we start screaming, "Hey, where's our hat? Where's our portion?" That's the problem. You see,
you get the attention.
The state, that's what they go by. They'll allot X amount of money for every situation.
Absolutely.
Right. So the pythons, everybody wants to scream over the pythons because they're doing what? They're killing all of the native animals. They're eating the raccoons. They're eating the possums. They're eating the does. They're eating all that. So everybody's screaming, "Oh my God, I don't want that to happen." But nobody's going to scream over a little iguana.
I know a big portion of Hollywood that's definitely screaming.
Well, right, because they're coming up out of their toilet bowls.
100%. They're ready. They're the first ones to sign the petition. I promise you.
Right, and I think that with your concept of the game, I think that I'm willing to lobby with you.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying. I want to. I also I've been talking to the Iguana man here, and we want to put something together. As far as individual groups like the Iguana people.
Oh, I love it. I heard something about that.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, and I think that if we can have people who've been in the game, such as you, such as him. Listen, I'm new at this, and this man has taught me everything that he can every day.
I was right there with him.
Yeah. So
I rode for him for 2 months.
Right.
Very blessed and very thankful.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and like I said, I gave up. I was sitting in my home, not doing nothing, because I was like one of the biggest aquacultural people in the circuit at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? I used to raise goldfish, koi, and everything, and I used to have like Walmarts and all of that stuff. But then things changed in the office, and rules changed. And things went south. The last time we had, the economy go down.
Yeah.
So,
I'm right there with you. I was at Hilton for the last 10 years in office.
Right.
COVID hit.
So yeah, well,
make something out of nothing.
I think that between all of us and many more Iguana people that are out there.
Yep.
I think that we should band together and put something together. This way we can go to Tallahassee and talk to the right people.
I agree. There's enough iguanas out here. There's enough land. We can't cover it all.
No
way.
No, I mean, there's guys, like I said, you mentioned the name earlier,
A and B removal.
A&B removals. The poor guy is up there in Okeechobee, and there's like thousands of them, but yet he can't seem to get anybody to help.
They're not aware of what they're causing the damage up there.
Right.
Especially when they get to their crops. That's when they're going to start noticing.
Right. And that's the thing. I'm starting to see it as new as I am in this gig. I put my balls to the wall on this. I mean, he can tell you. Sometimes I work 16, 17 hours. Sometimes for free.
I preach it on his channels. They don't see the 16, 17 hours.
Yeah,
they don't see you sweating. I change shirts
blood,
3-4
sweat,
times
tears,
a day.
and the
no one sees that. We just show.
stuff.
They see the good stuff on TV, the cowboy stuff, but that's entertainment.
Yeah, some of that stuff is even. I believe some of that stuff is staged. You know what I'm saying?
It's other things. I guarantee you. On other places, but not on our shows. I promise you that.
No.
I witnessed it. I was created from it. I was born from it. And, all within there. I want you to go to his first video. If you don't believe me,
I have
the iguana. Which one was it? At Home Depot.
Yep.
I was so scared to even touch it. I still remember that day, and I manned up and grabbed it. But I learned everything. Like in 2 months, it was so much knowledge I just absorbed. And once you learn it, and you have the passion for it, like you did, you got all the information in it. Now you ran with it and get your own experience and learning your ways. Raj has his way, his technique. You manifest into your ways and your own ways. Everyone looks at things differently. Different perspectives.
That's right. I don't do nothing. I don't realistically do nothing until I'm basically called. I don't care if it's bidding a job. You understand? I'll call him first.
You remember that movie King of New York?
Yeah.
If there's an iguana sold in the park, I want in on it.
That's it.
you humps got fat over here while the rest of us starved.
But
I love it.
To y'all's point though, you guys are right. There's a lot of attention, a lot of resources being devoted to the Python program, which is great. You know what I'm saying? Because these snakes are taking over. But what people fail to realize is right in our own backyards, right in our bathrooms, right in our pools, right on top of our roofs, right in our communities, our restaurants, our cities, our crops. These iguanas, their numbers have exponentially exploded in the last couple of years. And here's the scary part. What you're seeing now is going to double every
100%.
single year until something's going to happen. So why, like you said, why are we going to wait until something serious happens, potentially a tragedy to happen, to bring this up to attention when we can start dealing with it right now?
Right.
You know, and that's why we need the help from everybody to, you know, to get this to the, you know, the right people's eyes, and to pass, you know, some kind of program, so we can start really taking charge and doing what we do. We have all the manpower, we have all the techniques, we have all the tools. We just need the program, and then it's all
Access
good, man.
as well.
And the access, that's
And
it.
information.
Exactly.
Like, to this day, you
We
have-
need the resources. We, you know, some pamphlets would be nice. Some this would be nice. Some that would be nice. Going to spots where, you know, these iguanas are having a field day, we can go out there, take them out, and, you know, the programs, whatever, you know, incentives are in the programs. We're not super worried about that, but we just want a program where we can do this. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
everyone know how the importance of getting rid of them. But right now, I go to a neighborhood.
Yeah.
I got 20 iguanas, but my neighbors over here
Yeah.
love them. Oh, matter of fact, they name them, and
Right.
they're feeding them.
Right.
So we're getting rid of here. I can't do nothing. I can't guarantee that I can come back if your neighbor's feeding them.
Exactly.
So we're doing this, or you know,
Exactly.
isn't that? So if you're feeding it and naming it, technically that's your pet, right?
Yep.
That's what I'm going
So
through.
is FWC going to enforce that when people are naming and feeding?
The FWC just did a new article too about how the population how it's grown in the last couple of years, and how the territory has grown. You have iguanas right now that are in Port St. Lucie,
Yeah.
in Melbourne, in Brevard
There's
County. That's unheard of.
I have sightings in Pinellas County.
In Pinellas County.
Sightings right now in Pinellas County. Everyone's talking about it.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
though they're big in tegus up there, they are starting to get iguanas. And then everyone right now is, their thing is that common knowledge is, we're just waiting for a cold front, we'll be fine. Well, unfortunately, these iguanas adapted. That cold, they're not staying out in the trees anymore.
Yeah.
They're going to go back to their burrows, and they're bundling up with body heat. 20, 30 of them together.
Yep, underground, 10
They
feet, 20 feet underground.
adapted now. They're not going to be left out in the cold. Last time, like, yeah, we'll go, and they're falling out the trees. This last cold, I didn't see that many fall out the trees. There was some on the floor, couldn't really move, but I didn't really see nothing, and I was out there.
Yeah.
You know, I saw you out there, one of your videos, you had the thermometer testing them out, but I didn't see anything fall out.
Yeah, well, those iguanas, I manually shook out the tree. They didn't
See?
really fall.
'Cause
And,
they
and like you said,
adapted.
it's just the brave ones that went up there. But the smart ones, the 80% of the smart ones are underground.
The big breeders and all
Yeah,
that?
yep, snuggling and just staying nice and warm, you know? So, yeah, I would like to see some kind of program, dude. Some kind of program. There's they have the Python Bowl, they have the Guardian of the Glades program, they have different, you know what I'm saying, different stuff, you know what I'm saying, for these python hunters. But what about for the iguana hunters that are out here fighting this war right in our own backyards? What about us?
Literally coming out the toilets.
What about us?
I was at a job location, and I believe I brought him with me on a job location before. I can't mention where it was, but because it was a state facility. So, but the thing is that the people on the outside, they were coming in at 6 o'clock every night when the facility would close down for the night with boxes of lettuce, and they're sitting there and they're throwing it out to the thing. I'm catching all of the iguanas. Okay, we're banging like 200 or 300 a day there. Okay, and we put them in the holding thing because the facility doesn't like us to kill on premise. So
It's understandable.
because
Not everybody wants to see it.
nobody doesn't want to see it. So we go to another disclosed area, not far along, and it seems like these people don't care. And when you go to take them, they'll go, if you go over here and kill, I mean, get the thing, they'll release them out of a cage. Now I drive around in my van, and I have a huge cage, and I put it there until I gather up all of the stuff. But then you have the tree hugger come and say, "Oh, we're letting them out," and they start letting them go.
Yeah, he's actually had like several people actually like manually release iguanas out of the traps.
Right.
Picture.
Yeah,
thing.
which is-
unfortunately it is against breaking the law. It's a misdemeanor felony.
Yeah.
Punishable by fines. If you are a licensed trapper,
Yeah.
they cannot involve. This is how strict the rule is. Even the cops are in where you have to make You're not if you have to do that and you call the cops, you literally have to enforce the cop to do his job. Because he's like, what do you want me to do? I want you to enforce tampering with a trapper. For instance, right now we're here and I'm catching a raccoon. This neighbor loves raccoons.
Right.
He's not allowed to stand by his gate and yell. That's interfering.
Right.
Yelling, anything, throwing extra food out so he doesn't come over here. That's interfering.
Right.
And all you have to do is report it. But a lot of people don't understand that.
Right. And
So they have the, like I said, the awareness of what they're causing. Everyone still thinks iguanas belong here, that they were born here.
no, I know.
That's sad that they still think they belong here. They don't understand. They don't, have no concept of invasive species. They don't understand what that means right now in Florida.
A lot of people don't even really know what invasive even means, really. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta. I just think like more education for the general public to let people know like, hey, these lizards aren't from here. This is the damage that they do, and if you don't do anything, they will reproduce and cause an infestation where you're seeing them at. That's just facts right there. Yeah. We've seen it. We've seen iguanas infestate places that they were never there. Not a single one. Now you go there, there's 40, 50 of them sitting there.
Right.
Just like my clients, I've been here since I was 3 years old. My clients, I've been here my whole life. How come now I'm just noticing it? Like you were pointing out earlier, the numbers double every year. So okay, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000.
Yeah.
We're clearly in the 10 millions.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In Puerto Rico, in that little spot, they're at 10 million. We're gonna be easily at 20 million next year.
Oh yeah.
At the end, as soon as the next breeding season, which we have ideas to start a program at least for the 2 breeding seasons that iguanas go through the year.
The breeding seasons.
There's 2 seasons out the year.
Is a critical time to get them because there's going to be a lot of them out trying to mingle and trying to breed. But then also after if they do successfully breed, a lot of those females they're carrying 20 to 60 eggs.
50 to 70.
Yeah. Okay. Up to 70 eggs. Those are big targets that we should really be focusing on because you catch one, potentially you're taking 70 out of the ecosystem,
Exactly.
just in that one capture. So I think really like a big focus would be in that season as well, for sure.
Concentrate on the big breeders, the big males, and the females.
Yeah.
The females, they can lay eggs, but if there's no male breeder, they're just dud eggs. They don't get fertilized.
Exactly. We gotta focus.
We pretty much
Focus
done the
on-
knowledge for everyone already. We just need the access, the knowledge again, and pretty much the permission. We already done all the research on the front line. We know there's nothing. I don't think there's a question they can ask us that we can't answer. We can tell you how people are going to react, how some people that do understand. We've had video of people yelling at us every single day,
Well,
and we're still like calm about it. And we try to educate them about
Well,
it.
whether people react to it good or bad, it's something that just at this point it just needs to be done. People
100%.
have to understand how invasive, these animals actually are, and the what animal can lay 70 eggs like that, and there's so many of them. It's unreal. You know what I'm saying?
The
What
survival
what
rate's
what normal
ridiculous.
animal can do that? So these animals, their biology is to breed and to make a lot of offspring and to keep reproducing, to keep their population strong. Their strength is in numbers. Yeah, if you have 1 or 2 iguanas, they'll eat some stuff, they'll dig a couple holes, they'll poop everywhere. But now when you have, several of them or maybe several hundreds of them in the area, things can go really south really quick.
Under 24 hours.
Yeah.
Where we just were,
Yeah.
they spent thousands and thousands, almost $100,000 on just their gardens. The poor areas, little patches.
Yeah.
One day, the next day, everything was gone. In one day.
Wow.
And they're like, you know how expensive landscaping is to get all that stuff done?
Yeah.
That's what
How much work and stuff too.
She signed the year contract the next day.
Yeah.
She was a monthly person,
Yeah.
and then she just realized how bad it still was. She's like, you know what? I can't have this. I can't plant something, spend over $100,000, and the next day
It's gone. It's
I don't
gone.
have money to replace that. I
Right.
totally understand. People are not understanding, man.
There's a mango farmer up in West Palm. I don't have permission to mention his name, but he actually has a section that he just devotes to them so that they eat that. Hopefully, he fences off everything else off.
So
So
just stay
and he
there.
leaves them over there.
Little treat.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, like please don't eat the rest of these things.
Just take this and be good, and please
Yeah.
have mercy on the rest of my crops.
But you can tell on the prices on the mangoes. I mean
Going up.
they're going up and going up like crazy. And it's kind of sad. I think that, like I said, if we have more people and if we can sit down as a whole here and figure out something that we can draft, that we can take it to Tallahassee.
Okay, so sorry to cut you off. We're gonna do that, but I just remembered something. There's going to be an FWC meeting this Monday
Okay.
in West Palm Beach.
Okay. So then we should attend that.
We should definitely try to attend that. But we definitely need to go to Tallahassee. Definitely need to talk to them. I'll give you guys the info about that. I seen it on Facebook, and it's about iguanas.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then then I'm gonna put off. I was going up north this week, but I think if you say that if you can find out,
Yeah.
I'll put that off and we'll definitely attend that.
Or see if you can Zoom. Sometimes they let you Zoom.
No, I'd rather go because I like my voice to be heard.
I love it.
Eventually, you're gonna find out as you come to know me.
We can hear you. They mute you and something like, no, I'm not finished. Smart
Yeah.
guy. You
Yeah.
got my attention. You really got my attention.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I'm trying to put this together.
I like it.
You understand? I'm trying to put this together. And if any of you people are out there, like I said, I heard from that A and B guy up there, we need people like you. We need people that are willing to
Yep.
jump into the game, where we can all share the work. You understand?
Absolutely.
Some of these guys are out there starving. I had him tell me the other day, Johan, I got to drive 2.5 hours to go to work. You understand? You got anything? And yeah. I like to run around and I like to knock on the door and show people what's going on.
Absolutely.
But if we have one unit, you understand?
One big voice.
One big voice, we're unstoppable.
Amen.
That is true.
We're
That is true.
unstoppable.
Can't be ignored either.
No, not at all. And it's like this video. I'm gonna tag some of the state officials with this video. So get ready, Mr. Scott. I'm coming to see you.
Real quick, I'm gonna give you guys a little update of because FWC is completely aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm just like, and I'm not trying to bash anybody or say anything, but I'm just very surprised that they till this day they still haven't hey, let's put a little program together. At least let's get some people involved. Let's do this. I'm just surprised because the thing with the pythons is it's like they already jumped to that, but they're completely aware of this problem. Real quick, I'm just gonna read you new literature that they just put out. Over here we have green iguana. Let's see. Okay. Key facts. First introduced in the wild via pet trade as of 1964. Now established across urban, suburban areas of southern Florida. More than 5,500 iguanas have been removed from FWC and partners since October 2020. High reproductive rate, females laying 14 to 76 eggs annually. Excellent diggers, can burrow holes in soft substrate and next to water control structures. So they're aware that the females lay these eggs. They're aware that they can dig holes, especially by water control areas, which are very essential to how Florida is, especially during the rainy season, but also very expensive to maintain and to build. So green iguanas cause significant economic impacts by damaging infrastructure, by digging burrows that erode and collapse sidewalks, foundations, seawalls, beams, roadways, canal banks. Green iguanas and other burrowing non-native reptiles cause millions of dollars of damage annually to water control structures and roadways in Florida. This can create threats to human health, safety, important infrastructure, damage, or being degraded. So they are completely aware of it. Let's see, the impact in Florida. Green iguanas adversely impact native wildlife by competing with and preying on native plants and wildlife, including vulnerable species. Burrowing owls, gopher tortoise, same habitat. They're aware of that. Green iguanas are herbivores that consume foliage and flowers, but adult green iguanas can also feed opportunistically on protected bird eggs and small animals and even dead animals. Right. That's what it's saying. Green iguanas have been documented consuming native tree snails, plants, larvae they're eating the larva too of the Miami blue butterfly, like you were saying. If they see it, they're opportunistic. Why are they're looking for food if they're just roaming around, Exactly. Managing focus. So look, they said a management focus. Providing tactical assurance to impact homeowners, early detection, rapid response of reports to establish rains, removing iguanas from sensitive ecological areas. We're going to read the last section real quick. Control and management. Minimizing adverse impacts of green iguanas continues to be a priority at FWC and partner agencies. The FWC have managed green iguanas in Florida through providing technical assistance to impact homeowners, controlling iguanas where they have damaged infrastructure and ecological areas, such as the Florida Keys, supporting innovative research aimed at iguana detection and removal, and removing regulatory barriers from public's areas to humanely kill non-invasive reptiles on public lands. So, what does that say right there? It says that they're kind of trying to teach people how to do this, how to teach people how to do that, and I don't know if they're doing that personally or word of mouth, but I haven't seen anything about it like that.
I haven't seen anything done. We're the ones educating right now.
Yeah.
For instance, like you just said, they're aware of it. So here's like again, we can go say for some magical reason we get all the iguanas out of the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Where are they right now? Where are they going to go? Where are they going to be the most and repopulate again? All our county and state parks. There's nothing being done there. You're trying to protect something. The burrowing owl is protected here.
Yeah.
But yet there's 20 iguanas around it every day. They're not doing nothing.
If they are protected, so why aren't we taking action to protect them from iguanas?
Right.
I've seen all the things.
And I went to 2 nest sites yesterday. There's a field that usually had a bunch of burrowing owls like 5 years ago. I seen 2 nest sites. Guess what? I went over there yesterday, like 2 days ago. There was no barrier around it, and guess what? The nest was destroyed, and everything was in ruins.
Like again, there's the problem. We're gonna say, look at it, put a sign on it, but do nothing to protect it.
Right.
Just bringing awareness is
not enough.
You have to have a plan.
You have to enforce it.
You have to. We're gonna lose everything. So we go back to the parks. Okay, say for now we educate the parks.
Yeah.
Where's the next place we got to go? So let's go for Davie, Orange Drive. Everyone likes to go out there for the iguanas, right?
Yeah.
Follow it all the way down to 441. What do you get to? A water dam. All the monsters are there, and you can't go there because it's protected. Don't bring a boat here. Can't have access here.
Yeah.
So here we go again. We've solved the problem, but there goes the big breeders.
Yeah.
It's an endless battle if we can't get to their main nest.
Yeah.
You know, get somebody. You guys know this is a problem. You don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry to go in there. Give someone the access.
What's crazy is, I mean, they make a state. They just put this thing out, and like I said, I'm not trying to bash anybody or anything like that, but it says that they're providing technical assistance to impacted homeowners by empowering them to control iguanas on property, and they're contracting removal where iguanas have damaged infrastructure and ecological sensitive areas. Here's the thing: we're out and about every single day. I have not yet, like I said, I haven't seen any of this.
We can do right now. You can call 311 right now, which is like 411 back in the day where you get information. 311 is for all your code enforcement. You're looking to find something, you press 311, I need the city for this. Tell them right now you have an iguana in your house. Is anybody going to come help me? They're going to be like, sorry, there's nothing we can do. You got to hire a trapper. All the people with the iguanas in their toilet.
Yep.
They're telling homeowners, you got to take it out.
Yeah.
And then they don't tell them the whole truth now. Remember, the moment you trap an iguana, willingly or not willingly, it's in your house and you have it in your hand.
Yep. It's your
responsibility. You're responsible to humanely put it down. Read it. You can go to the next door app, anything. Oh, I got iguana, I just put it outside my house. You just admitted to a crime.
Right.
You just admitted to a crime, but yet nothing's still being done.
And if you touch one of them spiny ones, you better believe you're going to get hurt.
Oh, I already know.
Yeah, that's very, very dangerous.
Did you see one of my videos where we had it in a cage and it was?
Oh yeah, yes.
It was insane, and that was in a burrowing owl nest.
See?
And I had the assistance from one of the FWC. I can't mention his name, but he's very, very on top of this game. You know, once I get permission to mention his name, he'll definitely jump on this because he cannot stand the fact that what they're doing.
Of course.
You understand? But quite a few of my job sites have burrowing owls in them, and I have witnessed the spiny coming out with baby birds in their mouths.
Look at that.
And the facilities that I'm at, they don't want the attention. So what's happening? Why don't they want the attention? How come the state does not protect them? You know?
Facts.
You know, they have all of this stuff. I mean, it's not only that, it's everything. It's the invasive geese, it's this, it's that. Right now, with all the crazy COVID germs that are going on and all of this only adds on top of it. You understand? And to me,
you can't even enjoy a city park anymore.
No.
There's salmonella everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And I don't. So how come they're? So that's what is controlled? What is it called? That's spreading diseases.
Yeah.
So there's a code enforcer. How come I don't know how they haven't shut the parks down. It's like they're waiting for someone.
Yeah, it's unsanitary. You know, you're tracking in there. You're bringing your car. Your kids are playing in it.
They step in it.
And like I said, you know, the FWC is aware of what's going on. The parks are aware of what's going on. Why isn't anybody taking action? What are they waiting for? Are they waiting for somebody to get sick, or do they just not think it's a big deal?
No, nobody is doing what we want to do right now. I think that, like I said, we need to get people like us and people that are out there that you know that want to become part of this movement. They need to contact neither one of us. They need to contact the Iguana Man. They need to contact Harold. They can email me. You know, and we can make this happen, guys. We can make this happen for all you hunters out there that that want to. You need to contact one of us. You can look on one of our sites and find us. You know, I'll definitely he'll say who.
I'm gonna link everybody's info, like emails and all that, you know, Instagrams and all that social media contacts and descriptions. Like I said, if you guys think you guys can, you know, help us out with this movement, or if you guys have any ideas, or if you guys want to come out here and talk, definitely reach out to us, and and we can do this, guys, because it's just a matter of time. And I've been saying this for so long. I've been saying this 5 years ago about, hey, you know, when I first seen a couple of them, and then to where the population is now, and like what I'm projecting now is the population is so big that it's just going to be doubling, millions and millions, every single year until some kind of action is done. You know, and it's in the long run, it's gonna cause a lot of problems for, you know, the everyday people living out here with the roads, with their homes, with holes in their backyards, with plants. You know, these butterflies go away, these bees go away, these flowers go away. It could have a downward spiral effect on the ecosystem. Everything starts, you know, once those bees and butterflies are gone, you know, other plants are going to be disappearing because of the lack of pollination. And then once those disappear, other animals that eat those plants or whatever, other plants that depend on that are going to be gone too.
That's right. I've seen a concrete bridge on one of my job sites.
Oh my God.
I've seen a concrete bridge that there's a hole on one side of the bridge like this. I wish I could post the picture, but the bridge is like this now, and they can't figure out how they can get funding to fix it.
Yeah.
And I actually, as big as I am, well, I lost a lot of weight since I started this gig, but as big as I am, I crawled into the hole, and it was at night, and I got in there with a light, and all you smelled was guano and all of the beady eyes. There were hundreds, if not maybe 500 or 600 of them inside of that thing, and they're digging through the pavement. They dig through that pavement, and there's holes in the pavement.
There's like 5 bridges right around here that I can name that have a huge iguana infestation, and there's huge crevices right underneath the bridges. No telling how intricate that is, but from what because I've been on Johan's job where I've seen that, and it's a very, very scary sight. That bridge is no longer, you know, cars can't go over that. Yeah, it's not operational. It's basically just a like a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, somebody's gonna get hurt, you know, and then there's kids that walk over it. You understand? And somebody's gonna get hurt. But this is what they do. These things, they got nails on them that actually go through. And you know, everybody's saying that these things are all vegetational, but guess what? I have seen them. I have witnessed these things eating people's ham sandwiches.
Chicken wings.
I have seen it. I work on a golf course where the guys say, "Oh, how cute! Oh, they're eating their sandwiches, and they're throwing their Subway sandwiches." You know, I'm not endorsed from Subway by saying that, but they're throwing their Subway sandwiches out and they got ham on it, chicken, whatever the hell, and they're eating it. So you know what? They're adapting to anything.
Exactly.
You know, because they got to eat.
Well, remember, they're used to being out in the jungles. Now they're becoming urbanized.
Right.
They're
That's
in the
it.
city. So
That's it.
We're adapting to our environment. We're opportunists. Either there's something I'm hungry and there's something right next to me, a burger, or I'm going to climb a tree 20 feet in the air to eat something.
But you got to remember though, that changes off their whole enzymes.
Everything messes up.
When they start to eat meat, that changes their saliva. Because I've noticed getting bit by some, that have caused like different types of wounds. You know, like if I get bit by one over here, this one is different from this end of the group, and this one here, look at the scar it's left.
Wow.
You understand? And that's just because of their saliva. So that tells me that they're eating something different.
Bacteria.
They're eating, yeah.
They have
I mean,
bacteria in their mouth.
right. And you know, I know that from raising different kinds of species of fish.
I've
So-
never picked up on. That's very good.
Yeah.
I love. See, this is what again, bringing a whole bunch of people that know and everyone's knowledge.
Yeah.
Very strong.
Look
and
at that.
smarter.
Let's show. Look at that. Can you get a beat on that? He's eating right out of the garbage can, folks.
Looking like a giant raccoon.
Yep, like a giant raccoon.
That's exactly
you
what
see
it looks
that?
like.
Can you see
We'll
that?
put that on the screen. I'll put that on the screen of my video. You can show it to them, Johan. But yeah, that right there is a
You see-
giant 15-pound iguana just, having his way in a garbage can.
Huh.
And who knows what kind of food he's eating and what kind of,
Right.
what he's doing right there.
Especially
no
now with
plants on
COVID. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're eating something that's infected that might change their whole DNA structure, and they might be carrying something else. You
We
don't
don't even know if they have COVID. No one's testing them
Nobody.
for COVID.
Well, nobody knows. Nobody
Exactly.
knows what this, because it changes by the day. You know, nobody knows. I
You
mean,
see, and my buddy Chuck, that lives in Key West, he said, all right, if you were to change the word from iguanas into rats, everybody's perspective would be different on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, dang, I got 20 rats in my backyard, or dang, there's a rat in my toilet. These rats keep coming in my toilet, or dang, the rats are burrowing by the canals or the bridges. There's 100 rats over there. If you were just to change the name from iguanas to rats, everybody would be completely, trying to figure out something to do. They would see that this is a problem. And here's the thing with these iguanas. I'm not saying they are rats, but they are doing the same thing as rats. You know what I'm saying?
they're herding together.
They're eating all the junk, eating all the native stuff, and they're pooping everywhere just like rats, and they're spreading diseases in their feces just like rats, and they're reproducing like rats.
I think more faster than rats.
They
Like
are.
double, triple.
I noticed something the other day, Harold, that we were flushing some out. Okay, I was coming from one end. I had Ollie on the other end, and we were flushing them out. So I was coming from this end, and it's a big herd over here, and over on the north end there was another herd. Well, they were running this way, but there was one into that section over there, and it was amazing to see that these over here, like a family, came out and attacked and killed that.
Really?
Attacked and killed it.
Holy.
Can you repeat that one more time? Sorry.
I said we were coming we were flushing out some iguanas from this side here.
Yeah.
Okay. Matter of fact, Iguana Man was at that job location one time, and we even flushed out some.
Yep.
But we flushed them out from this side here, which would be the south end. Some of them ran into the lake, and then one had escaped into that section there on the north end. About 5 or 6 monsters came out and grabbed it and tore it up.
Wow.
And tore it up. Like, this is our property here. You stay out of here.
Yeah, they're very close niche.
Yeah.
I've noticed a good little trick. If you ever catch a couple of live or in a cage,
Yeah.
put them all together, walk away, come back in 30 minutes.
And there's a lot more there.
They're all trying to figure out how to get them out.
Yeah.
That's how I catch more.
Yeah.
It's like fishing a dolphin. You catch one dolphin, you leave it there, so the rest come.
Exactly.
Just like the iguanas, it works the exact same
Yeah,
way.
I couldn't believe that myself. I
Me
had seen that myself, where we didn't get to a trap in time, and we came back and there was like 15 or 20 around the trap, pushing the trap, and I said, wow. I said they're not as stupid as
they're
we
very
think they are.
smart.
They're
very-
very smart.
Yeah.
Family oriented. too,
Certain
they are.
situations, they are very smart and
Yeah.
serious.
They're like a herd. You said it right. Once you're like a pack, more like it.
Right.
I've seen it. They're gonna be together at all times. Always worry about each other. But I've never seen two different packs combined together. But I'm gonna look for that.
Well, that's what I said. I seen the one
I gotta look for that.
one group that was here. There was like 50 in this herd. And I came this way, and I told Ollie to stay on that side so he can keep them from running over there, so we can catch a couple. because I like to do the snare thing.
Yeah,
I
like
love
snare
that.
too.
I love that
It's
snare
my
thing.
foundation. That's where it
Yeah,
all. That's
I
my
love-
bread and
I-
butter. That's where it started. That's my bread and butter.
The ninja had showed me everything.
I love it.
He had showed me almost everything. I know he's got a few tricks up his sleeve, but, but he had shown me everything when it comes to like stalking them and sneaking up on. Sometimes I even say in my videos, "Which the ninja is here," you know, because he spots them. Because I'd walk past like a tree and I'd see one, and then all of a sudden I catch the one and like 20 jump.
Good.
But yeah,
Very
so you know, I tell you, I'm really happy to meet you, Harold.
Oh, it's
you know,
my pleasure.
I'm
I
re-
didn't
I'm
even
really-
know. I just know Iguana movement. Let's help Florida. I said I'll be there.
yeah, man,
Definitely love it.
let's do this. Let's
I'll get something started writing up right when I get back. I get my office right on it.
right.
I think we should do two. One, like a written petition, and then since the big followers and everything, something for online petition.
Right.
Because you'll get way more signatures if we can put a thing online.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because we get it a lot more states. Even
Put a-
people that are not even around in our states that want us to help Florida.
Put a link out. They click it and they go right there and they just sign the petition real quick.
Right
Digitally sign
fast.
it. Boom.
Right.
I think I can work
Wow.
on that. I
Yeah,
think that'll be
if-
great.
If y'all can put that together, we've definitely you know, put that on the channel or put on the post or whatever like that.
Well, definitely.
Definitely get
Well,
some
just Do
signatures.
the highlight again, emphasize on what we want to talk about with the knowledge, the plan, access, some types of incentives, programs.
Yeah, there's got to be something at some point. And you know what? I don't want to sit around here and wait until like, you know, there's something that really bad happens.
Right.
And they find out it's because of that, and then now everybody's in a state of emergency. I just don't want it to go that far
It's
like
going to
that.
be
You
triple
know?
the word too.
Exactly. At that point, you know what I'm saying?
Like we can stop it.
We need it. We need to do it right now. We can't wait any longer. Like next year or two.
No.
There's no telling what's going to be happening out here with these iguanas. What kind of damage is going to be done, and what the population is going to be like. There's
What new
absolutely
adaptations
no
they're gonna
telling.
get.
Absolutely
what
no
are they going
telling.
to morph into?
Exactly.
And whatever crossbreeding with other lizards is coming up next. What new other species are going to come?
Well, they're eating vegetation right now. I think if the population continues to grow, they might actually be competing for food, and who knows what they're going to do.
Because maybe the ones that you're seeing eating all the natural food, like it's embedded into their brain now. They're younglings. Yeah, we ate food, and now before you know it, maybe they don't want plants and they eat everything.
You never know.
Yeah,
You
who
never
knows
know.
if they start interbreeding with spinies
Yeah,
that do eat meat? You never know. You might get a hybrid.
Crazy.
I guarantee hybrids are coming soon. There's too many of them.
Yeah, I'd see. Listen, I seen one the other day that had a solid blue head, a gray body, and white feet.
Oh, we
Oh,
saw
we saw a white tail
an
today.
all black one today
With a white tail.
With a white tail.
Yeah.
Oh man!
So like you know how the stripes are black and it's
Yeah.
like orange?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
the opposite.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
So it was really
We almost
crazy.
had him
We got a good shot on him, but he swam across. But we didn't
Yeah,
get him.
and it's like I said, the state can actually benefit this if they do this because it'll create jobs because
Yep.
somebody would probably even think about processing the meat because the meat is very good.
Empanada.
They already have certain places and certain territories of U.S. that are allowed to sell it.
Well, yeah, and in New York they sell it. I
New
know.
York, California,
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
Texas sells it.
Texas, really?
Yeah,
You go to
believe it or not,
Texas.
I get people that call me from hey man, can
Yeah.
you send me some of that? I said, well, I'm not a
Mostly the people in
processor.
Texas too.
I'm not a processor, but you know why in Texas because there's a lot of cultural people there from Mexico.
Great
Yeah.
hunters too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So guys, as I was saying, listen, we're putting this together.
Yep.
We're gonna have this movement. If you guys want to jump on this bandwagon, we need to do this ASAP. And for all you political people out there that know me, call me. We need to talk. We definitely need to talk.
Better sooner than later. Better
Yeah.
sooner than later. The
Like
sooner the better.
yesterday.
Yeah, sooner the
We
better.
got manpower. I know we definitely got people from all the way from the Keys all the way to Pinellas County. Between just me and then what you guys have, we have the whole state covered
Right.
because
Yeah.
they're gonna. If they're starting to get sightings in Pinellas County,
And
stuff,
Ocala too.
that's
Ocala.
letting you know that they're adapting to the cold.
It is,
Because if there was cold was knocking them out, they wouldn't be going up that north. But
Exactly.
now they found
How
a
you
way
go up
to
in Florida,
adapt.
the colder it gets.
Yeah. I have a friend right there in Silver Springs. He goes out to the
Ooh.
Ocala National Forest.
Wow.
He's seen them there.
Wow. That's crazy.
He's
They're
seen them
everywhere.
there. So and that's it's like an area that's similar to the Glades.
Yep.
You
Bush.
understand? It's
Bush.
yeah, and that's it because it goes from Ocala right into the forest goes right into Daytona.
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably going up towards Daytona and crossing over and coming into the Silver
Wow.
Springs Ocala National Forest. You know?
So before
Makes
they make it to
sense.
the Panhandle all the way.
Yeah. So, any notes? Any last thoughts on that? On anything? That
No,
you
I
can
think I covered all my points that I wanted to speak to pretty good.
Okay, cool.
Just keep in mind, guys, wherever you see any kind of brown anoles living, like even in Disney World, I see brown anoles there. Anywhere that you see brown anoles, these iguanas can live, and since they're reproducing so crazy, their populations and their territories are spreading exponentially. It's insane. How we're having an infestation here, it might be, in Disney World one day or in Orlando one day.
Right.
It might be, and that's something that would, it's something that if we can stop it, why not try to stop it right now until it becomes completely out of hand, and it's just absolutely insane. So that's my last couple thoughts.
Well, like I said, they give millions towards the python relief thing, but like I said, they gave millions for that, and it's listed as an invasive funding. The reason why I'm thinking is that we don't see any of that is because nobody's screaming. We need to scream.
Yeah.
You feeling me?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
it.
love it. That was great.
Okay. We need to scream. Tell him, Ollie, right?
Right.
You know what he did.
You know what he did.
Oh, I like him. Oh, he's great backup, man. I
Yeah,
love it.
he's
That
my
was
man.
great.
He's my man.
Well,
He's
I
my
think we
man.
touched on everything once again. I don't know what more programs, knowledge.
Yep.
Time to do something now.
Protection from
We
the
don't know who to
FWC.
reach out to. Whoever, reach out to us. We're willing to meet the state, the city, the county, the whole state of Florida to get this taken care of already before it becomes a bigger problem.
Yeah.
So all the problems we had this year, we'll just recap real quick. People with the foundations, people, the officer's daughter that was coming from the Keys and swerved out the way and caused a huge pileup in the Key West. The old man that retired on a bike and an iguana ran in front of him, cracked his head open. All these people that are having iguanas in their toilets, thank God that no one has gotten hurt yet, because once someone gets bit, you're going to see what happens. I'm going to call it now. When someone gets bit, they're going to need stitches. When they get the stitches, they're going to miss one of the teeth. It's going to get infected. They're going to need surgery in their private parts. I promise you.
Yep.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's about to be crazy.
See this here? This here is from a bite that never heals.
Oh, that was terrible.
This never heals.
Love this guy.
Never heals. Okay?
Hold on, don't move.
Has not healed.
Don't move. Hold on, Johan. Let me get it.
Okay, hang on. Let me let the ninja get it.
You good?
There you go.
The burrowing owls are protected, and what are they protected from? Just humans or from invasive animals? We're seeing iguanas
Probably
bully them.
humans, yeah.
We're seeing iguanas go right in their nest. There's no protection. There's nobody enforcing that. They're just putting a sign up. So, there's definitely it's about to be 2022, and there definitely needs to be some new changes, especially what's going on. We're here every day, and we see exactly what's going on. So, all y'all at home, drop some comments. Let us know what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? And give us some, if you guys have any advice or any feedback or anything, any input, let us know. Because every bit of everybody's opinion is going to help us out and get where we need to be so we can do it.
Put it together, y'all, because I'm going to be sitting on Tallahassee's doorstep with this. I don't care if I got to knock on your door and sit there and camp out. I ain't got nothing to do. I will be there.
I love it. I love it. No, I think we touched points already on everything. Anyone that wants to get involved, comment, contact us. Maybe something we haven't thought of, or maybe somewhere we didn't know where to look yet. Just point us in the right direction. At the end of the day, we are going to save Florida from these iguanas. I believe that to this point, there is no getting rid of them. It's all about containing them. But maybe if we contain them for a couple of years, maybe we can bring down their numbers so we can finally actually get rid of them. Because there's no point of investing all this money to get rid from the urban areas if they're just going to repopulate in the parks and other places that we don't have access to. So we need the full access to everything, because if we're going to do something, we have to do it right. I don't want this to be a recurring issue, or all the manpower, time, and money that we spent to get rid of them for them just to come back. That's an endless fight. It's like pointless to me. But if anyone knows, let us know. I'm Harold, Iguana Lifestyles.
I'm Johan Sunset. Iguana people.
And Iguana Man, y'all. So that's it, man.
Iguana Ninja.
That's it. Say goodbye, Ollie.
Bye.
Y'all
Oh,
hit
we
us
got
up. And
Ollie.
thanks for all you guys all you guys for subscribing. Mainly all you guys from Germany out there and the United Kingdom who have been hitting me up and all of that. I appreciate all of y'all.
Germany?
Yeah.
Hey, Germany, willkommen.
There you go. Later. Say goodbye,
All
Alec.
right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.